guys, you're with Lisa. Now it's really important before we do any yoga practice that we warm up, and I have come across a fantastic warm up that I'd like to share with you. It works through your head, your wrists, because you use your hands a lot to support yourself. Pretty much all of the muscles in your body, just giving you a lot of ease through your joints before you actually get into doing strenuous yoga. Even if you're just doing very basic yoga, it is a good idea to warm your joints. So first of all, what we're going to do is just do the head, because if you're like me, you may love headstands, so your tripods and stuff like that. So we have to make sure that we move our neck and give it a really good warm up. This isn't going to be too long. You do these as much as you want. I'm just giving you an idea of what I do. I never rotate my head completely around. I believe that it's not good to do that, and I don't like it, so I don't teach it. And down. Just slightly pushing your head forward. Straight up, stretching through that neck. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to come over to our hands. Wrists are really important because our wrists do a lot of supporting when we do yoga. So what we're going to do is put our hands out and our knees about shoulder width apart. We're just going to come over side to side. I love this because my wrists do get very sore, and it's fantastic. Now, while you're doing this, it's a good thing to get yourself into a habit of remembering to brace your core. A lot of people forget this, and a lot of people, when they do it, forget to breathe. So, bracing your core is like sucking your belly button right back into your spine. But the way that I tell people to do it, it's like clenching your stomach as if somebody's going to punch you, but remembering to breathe. So I've got it clenched right now, so I can feel that it's like ready if somebody were to punch me. But the one thing that people do when they do that is they go, "Hoo," and they stop breathing. Don't stop breathing. Okay, now you're going to turn your hands backwards. And we're going to come back. And we're going to work all the way through the phalanges, so all the way through your fingers, because this is going to come up all the way through your wrists. And this is fantastic because I do a lot of handstands, and it really, really helps. Okay, put your palm on the ground. You're going to place the other hand on your palm, and you're just going to rotate that shoulder. So it's rotating the shoulder, the arm, the wrist. I can actually hear mine clicking. Okay. Really pushing down through the wrist, both sides. Swapping. I'm not sure if you can hear that crack. Awesome. Coming back, just rotating. And while you're doing this, because you want to do it for a minute or so, you can really stretch back through your feet. So I put my feet at shoulder width apart, have them out, and I come right down into a deep squat. Working through that wrist, coming the other way. Now if this is not comfortable for you, you can sit just on your legs. But if it is, and if you can, what you can do is roll up a mat and put it behind behind your ankles if you feel that you can't get your feet flat on the ground. If you can get your feet flat on the ground, give it a go. So it's meant to be quite comfortable. So if you're in pain, don't do this. Okay, just stay here a moment. Hello, Charlie. Oh, my little pussycat coming to say hello. You'll come and help me do yoga now too. Okay, now we're just going to work through our legs. What we're going to do is just come down and work through the hip, pushing all the way forward. And then bringing the arms up. And as you breathe out, you should be able to deepen into that stretch, stretching into the hip. Up as you breathe in, and exhale as you come out. Now, because you're offsetting the balance with that back bend and that knee forward, if that knee comes slightly over your ankle, that is fine. Generally, we would say to keep it in alignment. But in this case, it's fine. Come up, support the knee, and stretch through the other hip. So you should be able to feel that. Okay. Breathing it in. And down even further. Nice, beautiful stretch. Okay. Now, putting the feet together to at the front. Doesn't matter if your knees don't come all the way down like this. If they're up like this, that's fine, okay? Flexibility isn't everything in yoga. It's more about the mind, body, and soul. So you go to where you're comfortable. And if you're flexible and can get your legs straight down, that's great. If not, work at it, okay? As you breathe into the stretches, you will become more flexible, and over time, you'll gain flexibility, but it takes time. And you have to give yourself time. You have to be patient. Okay, I'm going to slowly come forward. Now remember, as you breathe, that's when you're coming further down. So you reach out to where you feel comfortable. Each time you breathe out, you should be able to get that little tiny bit further. Feeling that stretch all the way through the hips. I actually love it when somebody comes and sits on my back right now because it gives me a great stretch. Now I have very, very tight calves at the moment, not calves, hamstrings at the moment, so I don't go very far in this stretch. I take it very easy. I did some damage not long ago, so listen to your body. Do not overstretch yourself. You should get to the point where you feel a challenge, but if it starts to become unbearable, you know, your body's saying to your brain, you know, something's going on here. All of these receptors are saying that muscle's going to like ping any moment, stop, okay? So just really listen to what your body's saying. And if you're breathing, you'll find slowly over time that you can get further and further as you go. And then just hold it. Continue to breathe. You'll be able to get right down soon again. But it takes time, patience. So you hold these as long as you wish. I'm just doing a quick walk today, just to give you an idea of the things that I do that I find very, very good coming into yoga and doing the poses that you want to do. Now we're going to slowly come over, and again breathing. Don't pull yourself forward, just let your body come naturally forward. You don't want to overstress anything in your body. It should all happen with the breath, and it should all happen with ease. And if it's not happening with ease, you're overdoing it. Just let your body go with the breath. Sometimes you feel shaking in the body, and it doesn't mean that you're hurting all the time. It does mean that you've probably got a lot of stress on a particular muscle and you're working it well. When your body shakes, it's telling you, hey, that's good, you know, it's just a different phase that you're going through. Don't quit, work through the pain, but that's different to actually pulling a muscle and overdoing it, okay? So muscle burning and shaking is different to a stretching where you're overstretching. Just put the hands behind your back, stretch up. I always like to stretch through my back. That's what we're going to do now, so just coming down onto the ground. Feet shoulder width apart so that you can touch your ankles. Come up. Put your shoulders right under, clench your hands together, and pull right up through the back. Now if you can't get that far up, that's fine. You just go to where is comfortable for you. And if you can't hold your hands, that's fine. Just try and bring them in a little bit at a time. You're going to take that one step further. Come all the way up. Put in your hands. Making sure you don't get your hair like me. Get it back. Push it up. Straight if you can. You're in if you can. Now that shouldn't be happening with a lot of difficulty. To begin with, obviously, it's going to take time, so it is going to be hard, but over time it'll be much easier. Just stretching the leg up. Again, my hamstrings are quite tender. I don't overstress these now. I've learnt. And we just want to do the adductor, so bringing it out to the side. In, up. And out to the side. Roll to the side. Up. Okay, and just before we finish, just stretch through those arms. I'm going to be using them a lot. If you know your sun salutations, they're a great warming up exercise. Do a couple of those and you are set to go. So we're going to just do a couple of those now. Alright. You should be feeling warm and ready. Cheers, I hope you enjoyed. Give it a go, it really does work and you will feel warm.